Hello and welcome to the Shake It Up Show, the show that takes a deeper look at all things Bury AFC. I'm your host, Nick Zabel, and before we go any further, I just want to say a big thank you to all the people that voted for us in the Football Content Awards. Oh, they went and blooming won, didn't we? So yeah, we got first prize gold in content for non-league teams. So we had some real stiff opposition. We had the likes of #United, which we beat. So yeah, a huge thank you for anyone that voted for us through Facebook, Twitter. We are, more than thankful, and we're really grateful for any help that you've given us over the last 12 months. And just keep watching, keep subscribing, tell your mates, and we do this for the love of the club and for our supporters. So big thank you. Now, it's been a really busy few weeks, especially in our opponent's goals, where the ball has just been crossing the line again and again and again. Let's have a sneaky look at some of the goals we've scored over the last couple of weeks. So there we have it. Quite a few goals that have gone in over recent weeks and some great results. So I hope you're enjoying it, and please keep coming down and supporting the club. Now, we have got a very special guest on the show. He is our defending Colossus, the bruiser at the back. He is the one and only Ayo Ibrahim. Hello, Ayo.
Hi, Nick. How are you?
I'm good, mate. Thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
Quickly whipping my work badge off there. So just tell me a little bit about what you've been doing today. So you've been training this morning, and then you've been busy boy in the afternoon.
Yeah, just going through some of my work for uni and stuff. So yeah, I had a strength and conditioning coach who I was training with this morning. And after that, I was just doing some uni work and just like basically chilling, not doing anything really.
So what are you doing at uni, and what does it involve?
I'm doing application development in University of Bolton.
Right.
So yeah.
Would you say that you are the brainiest player at Bury AFC? Just say yes.
I wouldn't say.
Just say yes.
You know what it is? I would say yes, but obviously, just look at what I'm doing. It doesn't mean I'm the smartest. People could be smart, just choose not to do that. But yeah, I mean, I probably say I'm the brainiest. Then yeah, in terms of being like book wise.
I'm the brainiest, but I am the brainiest. So
yeah.
So how have you found it so far, Ayo? It's coming up to 12 months since you've been with the club. I think you start after kind of like the second lockdown from last year. So was it the Squires Gate game where you made your debut? Is that right?
Yeah, last year it was a friendly game because I think the season had kind of come to like a halt because of COVID, and then they went back and they went. Yeah, so yeah, I played like a one league game last year, and then we didn't have there was nothing for like so many months. Then obviously, so this is basically like my first real season, to be honest with you.
So yeah. How have you found it so far, Ayo, playing at AFC? Have you enjoyed it?
Yeah, I mean, I've enjoyed it, to be honest with you. Obviously, this is my first non-league club. So obviously, because I'm quite young, so non-league wasn't something I was really looking to. I was just obviously hopefully you go through the academy stages, 18s, and go straight to the professional game.
Yeah.
So, but playing non-league is actually kind of been like so much. It's more fun, I just feel like the fans, like it's almost like I'm a professional player. So I just love the atmosphere there, the fans and everything. Is,
it must be quite
just show me love. So.
Speaking to some of the players before, it's quite a buzz playing in front of kind of the big crowd, at this level.
Yeah.
You've got over 1,000 people. So how does it feel having like 1,000 people, kind of 1,500 people cheering you on every time you play at home? And then we've got a good away following as well. We've got 400 or 500 who usually travel away. So how does it feel as a player playing in front of that many people?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, to be honest, now I'm kind of getting used to it more often because I played a couple of games now where we had big crowds. But I just feel every time I play, it's just like I don't want to let the fans down as well. That's another thing that goes when you're younger. You usually just your parents impress your parents, your coaches. But now, like some of the fans, like even when I go on Twitter, like there's a fan who would I think I had a game where I made a mistake and like a fan said, "Oh, don't worry about it." And like I seen the message, so every time I play, I want to make sure that I impress the fans and make sure that they're getting their money's worth and stuff like that. So.
Brilliant. It's a good way to be. And I think a lot of people and a lot of ex-pros and pros say non-league's a really good grounding as well. Have you found that? Have you found, like, obviously, you came up through the academy system, is that right? So you tell us a little bit about where you've come from, where you've been, and then tell us a bit about your experience playing at Bury AFC then.
Oh yeah, so yeah, I was born in the Republic of Ireland. So from when I was young, I played for a couple of grassroots teams over there. Then when I was about 10, I played for a team called Cherry Orchard in Ireland, which is like one of the bigger teams in Dublin. So I was there for like 4 years. Then we moved to England in 2016. So then I played for Manchester City Select Group. I was at Preston North End, and then I went on many trials with many clubs. I was actually at Bury.
Right.
When there was a pro club, I was there. I was at Morecambe, trying to get a scholarship. This is around when I was year 11. So I was trying to get a scholarship. I went to Morecambe, Bury. I was at Rochester. I was at many places, but then I was able to get into Mansfield Town.
Yeah.
What happened was I didn't get a scholar early. What happened was I was like not a scholar, but it was more like a contract where it's you're playing with the club, but you're not paying you. They're just paying for your accommodation and stuff like that. But what happened was I didn't pay early, so I went to Loretto College for like a month, and I went to try with Mansfield previously in the summer, but they never got back to me. And then like in like November, they got back to me and said, "Yeah, you can come now." So I was there for like 2 years. Didn't end up getting a professional contract, and then obviously lockdown was difficult to get trials and stuff like that. So I was just doing all the training by myself, and then. But while I was at Mansfield, though, I did go on trials to a cool pro club. I went to because around my second year, they wasn't really coming strong about giving me a professional contract. So I went to Watford. I did well there, but they didn't end up signing me. I went to Birmingham City, and then how I was able to get to Bury was that when I came back to Manchester after me living in Manchester, like Leicester for 2 years, I was training with there was an agent who I was working with at the time who was trying to get me a club. But obviously, because I wasn't training, I wasn't really fit. So he sent me to a guy for like about like 9 weeks straight. Every single day, I would go to him and he would like just basically run me down and just try to get me in shape. So I was in good shape, basically. And then I went to Burnley on the 23s on trial. I was there for like a week and they just said they didn't want to pick me up. But when they didn't take me back, that guy who was training me for the 9 weeks knew Spence.
Right.
And then he told me to go to Bury AFC for a training session. And in my mind, I'm thinking like, I was at Bury. I didn't really want to go to Bury because I'm thinking that I want to, go to the highest level possible. But then my dad just told me just basically, just be humble basically. And right now you just need to wear your playing stuff. So I went there for a training session, played against Quiet Gate, and then they just said, they just brought me on board after that. And I've been at Bury ever since, really.
Fab. So yeah. Obviously you've had to take a little bit of rejection as well, it sounds like. So you've got to, have a good head on your shoulders. How has that kind of prepared you for the game as well? Having that sense of, you're not entitled to anything in the game. Does that give you a good grounding as well?
Yeah, and that's why like even me playing, I take it like it means a lot to me because I know how it feels the way you're going on trials and you're not really signed with a club and you want to get game time. So like now that I'm basically playing almost every week, like I really cherish it. So that's why I always try to work hard and I always want to just basically repay Andy and Spence and Phil for putting trust in me because obviously I'm quite young. I'm 19 and to play in the position that I play, most people are usually experienced. So for them to trust me and to play me every week, I'm always very grateful. So I always try to work hard.
So thinking about the partnership that you've kind of assembled with Jono, has Jono helped you play, come into your own? Obviously, he's a bit more experienced than you. How was it playing alongside Jono in the centre of the defence?
Yeah, it's good because I remember when I first came to Bury, because I hadn't played for a while, so my whole obviously I was quick, I was fast and stuff like that, but my whole movement in the air and heading and stuff was a bit off. It took me time for me to get everything right. But Jono, one thing that I can say about him is that when it comes to anything aerial, he's very good at that. So he was able to help me, go for a lot of the area battles. Well, I'll just maybe obviously if a quick striker was maybe in behind, I'll just cover him. So we kind of help each other with our weaknesses and stuff like that. So I feel like he's really helped me a lot.
He takes the aerial stuff, and you're quicker on the ground then.
Yeah, so I'll just like stay to the nippy strikers and stuff while he would just deal with the ones that like to hold up the play and stuff like that. And he's a lot smart. He's very smart as well. Very smart defender. So I've basically learned a lot from him. So
Good.
yeah.
You make a good partnership. You can see, John Owen experienced head, obviously, is the captain of the team at the minute, while Scott's recovering. But I mean, I know we have shipped a few goals in this season. I think it's fair to say we've shipped but I think overall, especially over the last couple of games, I think we've been strong at the back. If we look back to St Helens, we had to be quite strong against them. So something's working. And what about having Jack in net as well? Is that good, knowing that you've got a safe pair of hands behind you?
Yeah, having Jack in the net is good. Yeah, Jack is a very reliable keeper, and he makes a lot of saves sometimes that keeps us in the game. So sometimes when I make a mistake, I can maybe put faith in Jack for us to keep us in the game. It's like an example of that was when we played I can't remember the team, but it was in the FA Vaz. When we had the penalty shootout, and he was able to pull us through. Yeah, Maltby Main, yeah, and he was able to win the game through Jack saves. So yeah, having Jack in there obviously he's a good keeper. He's young as well, so obviously me and him have a good rapport, and we have a good relationship as well. So
good. So you must have met quite a lot of players who over the times that you've been on trial and stuff. And has COVID affected quite a lot of young players that want to come through in the game? And is there a lot of players that have filtered through into the non-leagues to try and give themselves an opportunity of playing football?
Yeah, COVID has affected many people, to be honest. Like I remember when I first went to Bury, because I was one of the youngest people there at the time. So I had a lot of mates from my area and stuff that I wanted to, even like Abby as well. He's not from my area per se, but I knew him from when we was in Ireland, and he was kind of going through the same situation I was. He was at Morecambe and didn't end up getting a pro. So and we used to train with the same one-to-one guy, like trainer. We just normally train with just to help us get fit. So when he was there, at the time I was new at Bury, so I would tell him come to training and stuff. And so I brought him and his brother came.
Yeah.
And then obviously now Abby's flying as well. I brought a couple of guys as well. My mate's called Sam, who's from my area as well, who was good at football. So I brought him too. A couple more people I brought, but those are the only two that was able to stick. I need liked and stuff. But I'm always I know how difficult it is. So anybody that I know who plays football as well, and I believe that they're good enough, I'll say come down for a session and see if you like it.
You should be taking a bit of a cut of some wages there, mate. It sounds like.
Yeah, I told Abby if he gets to moving, I need to get agent fee, man.
Viola or the Mendes, yeah, you could be making an absolute fortune on the side here. Yeah, you come down, but it's 5% of your match fee, which obviously isn't that. So, in terms of like footballing idols, who do you look up to then? Who's your kind of what players have you watched over the years and seen, and who do you model yourself on?
This is a weird one because when I was younger, I wasn't actually a centre back. I played striker, I played midfield. So when I was really, really young, I used to look up to like R9, the Brazilian Ronaldo, Zinedine Zidane. These are the players I used to like Vieira, Nedved. Because obviously my dad he's a football fan as well. So these are the players that he used to watch when I was a baby. So, and I used to research them on YouTube and stuff. Then when I started to get older, Thierry Henry, I support Arsenal. He was my favorite player actually at the time.
Yeah.
Then I started to get older, people like Pogba, Sergio Ramos, because I started to move positions. So I started to like people in my position. So like Vincent Kompany, I used to like him a lot as well. Mario Balotelli, because at the time he was just, viral and everything. So he's one of my favorite players too as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, just players like that. But right now, I probably say my favorite player. So what were you saying?
On his day, Mario Balotelli was unplayable, but unfortunately only
had he was,
days a year, didn't he?
He was. I remember there's a picture I took on Facebook. I think when he scored in the World Cup in 2014, and that he did like the Hulk celebration. Me and my brother put a picture on Facebook. Yeah, I'll probably see if I can get it up. I'll post it on my social media. I was in love with, but I had the Hulk as well, like him and everything. So
that was the dream to be Balotelli.
Yeah, at the time, yeah.
Except probably not setting fireworks off in your bathroom.
No, none of that.
Okay, so what about the start of the season? you're like a goal machine, Ayo. They were just rolling in all these goals. So what was that like scoring? I mean, is that where your kind of striker instinct comes from? So when
I mean, I feel like if I get opportunity in front of goal, I think I'll score. Like I think one of the best finishers. I'm definitely one of the best finishers in the team for sure. I believe that in training, you can ask the lads and that I'm banging in goals and stuff. But now in the beginning of the season, I think you know what it was. I had a good preseason, so I was ready to go into the season. Obviously, we had a game. I always forget the teams we play against. And this is quite bad of me, but we had a away game in the first game of the season. I scored. And I scored against Atherton.
Yeah.
But then I got suspended the next game. So I was out, and what happened was one of the other centre backs came in, and I wasn't playing for 3 or 4 games. You know, I had to work hard to get back into the team. So I feel like after that, then I killed my role as well. And then at the time, because you know I'm not really experienced. You know, I'm thinking non-league everything's my aggressor and stuff, but then I started to realize that referees had to really get onto me about my tackling and you know leaving a bit too much on the striker. So you know, I had to work with Andy, and he basically just told me to just calm it down a little bit because he just said that if a striker goes past me more, I'm quick and strong, so they're not going to get past me. So I just need to, you know, not to be too aggressive, basically. So I'm trying to change my game up now, where I'm just being a bit more reserved now. So I need to get back into scoring goals.
Bide your time a little bit. Don't let them. So rather than just crunch them straight away, you just give them. I'll let you have a
give them room.
And then I'll make the tackle.
Yeah. So that's why now, like when I'm like in aerial battles, I'm not too quick. I might let him take the ball on as long as we get possession back. So I'm just trying to change my game up, just to play a bit more like calm. Because even the referees now, I see that any small tackle I make and that they're quick to give me a yellow card. So I need to be careful. So and I don't want to be suspended again. So
yeah, you don't.
I'm just trying to change my game up.
In a position where you're in and out of the team and you can't get any consistency because you've got another bed here. But those goals, I think the first game was it was Ilkley, wasn't it? And then
Ilkley Town,
and then it was Atherton, wasn't it? LR.
Atherton LR, yeah.
No, there were good goals as well. So what are your aspirations for the club then, and what do you want to see us do, and obviously what do you want to do personally?
Well, this season I want to win everything, win the league, win the FA Vase. Try to just go as fast as possible. Play as much games as possible. I want to get about 6-7 goals this season as well. Right now I'm on 2, so I'm on a good weight. I'm on a good roll, so I need to get back into scoring as well. But obviously, I want to keep more clean sheets because I feel like that's what we're kind of lacking now, right? We're winning most of the games comfortably, but just having obviously we had a clean sheet last game, so maybe go into this game in Sunday playing. Who we playing again? Again, I forget who we're playing. But it's in Sunderland in the FA Vase, but try to keep a clean sheet in that game as well.
Right, hope.
Yeah. So I want to keep a clean sheet in that game as well as a centre back, and just just keep improving, getting fit, and getting better. And so we can move to the next league and just keep moving up in the league so we can go back to the professional game.
Who's your best mates then playing for AFC? Who do you knock around with? I think Abs mentioned you, so you're going to have to mention Abs, aren't you?
Obviously a lot of the young boys, so Abs, Sam, Lewis, Gilboy, Jack. Those are the guys that I talk to more. But I'm close with Matty as well. Obviously Jono, because he's my partner, so we do speak a lot. I actually quite close with Scott as well, but he doesn't really come around as much because he's injured. I think he's trying to get back into full fitness. Jimmy as well, I talked to. Holty. Just a lot. I'm cool with everyone, to be honest with you. I can really have a conversation with anyone, to be honest. So.
Really good team.
And JK as well, my partner and the left back, Jay Kenny. I'm quite close to him as well. Yeah.
What's it like? What's the team spirit like within the dressing room? Is it a really good team spirit? And how does that compare to like some of the teams that you've played in and played with before? Yeah,
I mean, playing non-league, most people are secure, have jobs and stuff like that. So there's not too much ego. People just come to play football. Obviously, when you're in an academy, everyone's looking to get a pro, so it's a bit more of like a tense environment, I could say. But it's not really as tense. When I was new, I was a bit more reserved and quiet. And the fact that I was 19 and most people were in their 30s, I didn't really feel comfortable to speak to them. I thought, it was a bit of a barrier. But Andy just basically told me that I should be comfortable and just just basically just being with the lads. So now I don't really feel the age gap anymore. I just speak to everyone. I try my best to have good times with the guys and that. Yeah. So yeah.
What's Andy like as a manager then? And how's he improved your game? What kind of things has he brought to your game that you probably haven't picked up in any of the academy systems?
Yeah, I mean, when I first came, obviously Andy I'm very grateful to Andy because he put a lot of trust in me. At the time I needed a game time, I needed a club, and he was able to give me the opportunity. So I'm always going to be ever grateful to Andy. As a manager, he's quite intense. You'd think that he's a nice lad and stuff like. Not nice lad, sorry, nice man.
Yeah.
But he wants to win the league. We train very intense. One thing I realized when I came to Bury was that I thought non-league training wouldn't be as intense as academy training, but I can personally say that the training at Bury is more intense than any academy I've ever played football for. Like we run, especially in preseason. Like Andy was really making us run. That's why we're the fittest in the club in the league. Most of the goals we score are late. So Andy's quite intense. As soon as when he has to get up your backside, he'll tell you you need to be. Performances are not good enough. He'll let you know that. But you can speak to him, and he's a very understanding man. So is Phil and Spence as well. I've been in a couple of situations myself where I've had to call Spence or Phil, and they helped me out a lot of stuff. So I'm always very grateful to them.
Brilliant. So what we'll do now is, Ayo, we'll just get to know you a little bit better. We're going to do some quick fire questions. We used to do a quiz, but luckily we've got football to talk about, so we don't have to prolong it anymore with some horrible 10-question quizzes. So we're going to get to know you a little bit better from some quick fire questions. So first question, Netflix or Prime, which is your favourite?
Netflix.
What are you watching on Netflix at the minute? What things are you watching?
It's not really anything. I'm more of a YouTube guy, to be honest with you. I just prefer Netflix over Prime. Yeah, I watch a lot of documentaries and stuff like that, about football players and just rappers and stuff, just people who are famous. I want to see it, how they were able to make it. I'm just a geek when it comes to stuff like that. Yeah, I like to watch a lot of documentaries.
I like a little bit more the factual documentaries and stuff.
Yeah, but there's one thing on Netflix I used to watch. I think it was where there was this guy called Andy Rowe or something like who I think he was in jail for 12 years, but he was found innocent. Yeah. In the end, and he goes to different countries and sees different prisons in different countries and stuff. I forget what it's called. I think Surviving Delhi's prison, something like that. So I watched that. Yeah.
About prisons. It sounds like some of the non-league grounds we've been to. You said before, favourite football team. So it's the Gooners, isn't it?
Yeah, Arsenal. Yeah.
What is your favourite Arsenal kit of all time? Is there any kits that you I'm always interested in kits. So what's your favourite
Arsenal kit? Favourite Arsenal kit. Ooh, this is a tough one, because we have some good ones. I think the 04 one was my favourite kit. I like the 02 sponsor. I like that one. It's just simple. It's cool, yeah.
One with the white sleeves and the 02 sponsor.
Yeah. I like that one. And the blue one as well. I think the 04, 05 one as well. The one that Vieira, they beat United in the FA Cup in 05. That one, I like them two kits the most.
Did you have any names on the back?
Yeah. It would probably be Thierry Henry because that's my favorite player. I'm in love with Henry. Yeah. So.
Okay, Ayo, if you were a chocolate bar, what chocolate bar would you be?
Chocolate bar would I be? Hershey's.
A what?
Hershey. I'll be Hershey chocolate. A Hershey chocolate bar.
They're expensive.
Yeah.
So that's what you're.
Yeah, well, they're my favorite ones though.
Yeah. What is your favorite smell?
It's my favorite smell. No one's ever asked me this.
That's what we're here to ask these probing questions.
Favorite smell. Ooh, probably. I don't know. I want to say perfume, but I don't think that's my favorite smell. Though. I'm trying to think of something that I actually like to smell.
It could be food.
Favorite smell.
It could be a smell of aftershave. It could be I don't know, Jake Kenny's old socks.
Yeah, I probably say the smell of jollof rice, which is a traditional Nigerian dish. Yeah, when I smell that, I get excited.
Yeah. What would you rather do? Would you rather clear off the line in the last minute or score a last minute goal?
Yeah, score a last minute goal.
Yeah. That's a strike.
Nobody cares about the clearances. They just care about the goals. So I want to be remembered.
on the last minute. Twitter or Instagram?
Yeah, none, man. Snapchat for me is the best one. I don't like either. Yeah, I'm not really a Twitter or Instagram. I just joined Twitter recently just because of the Bury stuff and stuff. I want to see the fans, but I don't even go on it like that. I don't know how to work both of them.
How could they? You don't know. You need to learn. Everyone's on. We are on a number of social media platforms, which we will talk about. So, if people want to follow you on Twitter, Ayo, how would they get hold of you? What's your Twitter Are you looking for?
Go on it right now. I don't remember. I think it's Ayo Ibrahim. Yeah, 6 times. Like so, 6 sixes. Yeah. So AYOMIDE and then 6 sixes.
Go and check him out.
Yeah.
All you Bury AFC fans, if you want to follow Ayo, that's his.
Message me, man. I open all messages. You know.
But no trolls.
Yeah. Not even trolls as well. I'll have trolls. Yeah.
Take those haters on, Ayo.
Yeah.
So what can we expect from you for the rest of the season then, Ayo? What should we look forward to? What you're hoping to personally? What do you want to achieve in the club then?
Yeah, I want to just keep being in the starting lineup, just keep playing and keep improving my performances, get better at everything that I'm not good at already. So like I'm playing on the left side of centre back, so get better with my left foot pings, just trying to score more goals. And yeah, just trying to win the league basically. Just that's what I want to do, just win the league. And even when I go to Wembley as well, that's obviously when I heard that we're going to Wembley for FA Finals, that's definitely something that's on my mind. So so I can show off with Snapchat and stuff and that, and they know that I'm doing well. So
you are enjoying yourself though, aren't you? You look like you're enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
You enjoying?
No, I'm having a good time. I'm really, yeah, I do.
Brilliant.
I love the club.
Fantastic. Well, Ayo, good luck for the rest of the season, and hopefully we'll see you. We might do another one before the end of the season. How does that sound?
Yeah, definitely, man.
Brilliant. All right, Ayo. Nice
for sure. Yeah.
Right, pal.
Thank you so much.
Cheers. We'll see you soon. See you later. A huge thank you there to Ayo Ibrahim for joining us. Thank you very much, Ayo. Now, because we are award-winning content creators, you can go and check us out on other platforms. We are available on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, and on Twitter. So just type in @Bury AFC into the search bar and you should be able to find all our award-winning content. We are also available as podcasts. So if you don't like my face, you can listen to my voice. We are available on all your usual podcast providers, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Go and check us out there. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll be able to get lots of content from our highlights from men's and women's game, and also Johnny's show, Shaken Up Show, Playing Away, in which he talks to our rival managers or chairmen or people that work for clubs, and they tell us a little bit about our opponents and what we can expect when we go and visit them. It's informing, it's entertaining, and it's educational. So go and check it out. Until next time, from the award-winning Shaken Up Show, we'll see you soon. Thank you. Goodbye.